Good morning. Good morning. Today, we're going to be talking about crafting an abundance mindset. Not only this, but really detailing what is an abundance mindset, how to have an abundance mindset, some action items that we can take away this morning, and additionally, just some ideas on why. Why do we need to have an abundance mindset to enjoy more out of life, see more opportunities and possibilities for ourselves, and hopefully the people we love and care about most. Enjoy the morning show. Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk Taryn Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercise that will make you the absolute best person you can be, not only for yourself, but for the people you love and care about most. Good morning, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about this idea of an abundance mindset. An abundance mindset. On the show, in the past, we've talked about blue ocean theory, how there's plenty to go around. But putting this into words and having some strategies and some steps, I think can really help with just actually implementing this on a more consistent basis. Am I going to have an abundance mindset 24/7 all the time, laughing, sunshine, and rainbows? Probably not. But on these Monday mornings, sometimes we can have a bump in the road, a pothole, or something that slows us down. Maybe something one of our family members says to us, our friends, even our bosses, our coworkers. Life gets jumbled up pretty quick. And with the wrong mindset, I believe it can be really damaging. It can reduce our ability to take action and for us to live into our full potential. So what is an abundance mindset? Good morning, folks. I'm grabbing my charger. How is everyone doing this Monday morning? Did you turn your clocks back? Did you get a chance to do that? I used to be, now with abundance mindset, with an abundance mindset, I'm a little less grumpy about it. I'm like, I'm just going to get up a little bit earlier in the morning. It's darker in the afternoon, whatever. We'll just make sure we're going out and doing stuff today. It's absolutely beautiful day here in middle of nowhere, Illinois, where I live, but beautiful, beautiful day. Good morning, everyone. So what is an abundance mindset? I think we should start this off with a definition. This is a definition of a bunch of different definitions that I pulled from my research for this morning show over the weekend and last week or so. My definition: the perception of limitless possibilities. The belief there is plenty to go around for everyone to enjoy, share, and grow their resources and opportunities. So this is my definition of the abundance mindset: the perception of limitless possibilities. The belief there is plenty to go around for everyone to enjoy, share, and grow their resources and opportunities. When it comes to wanting, I feel like in the past, I would get frustrated when somebody else would do well. I'd get frustrated a little bit when somebody else would. So real estate example from when I used to be a real estate agent, someone else would get another house sale and I was not getting a house sale. This is when I first started out. I wasn't getting many deals, if any at all. And I was feeling pretty frustrated. I was like, man, they're taking all the business. If they take that house, what am I supposed to sell? And it always causes me a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of just negative emotion in general. And it almost made me resent my competition. It made me resent other people. And this just put me in an unhealthy, negative state in general. So this is why I want to avoid doing this, because there's so many good definitions for this, but really we're trying to have this positive outlook. If we can get anything this morning, opportunities and possibilities over this limitations and scarcity. So this is going to be our first point on why have an abundance mindset. So we started the morning show off If you're just now joining us, good morning, good morning. Our definition of what is an abundance mindset, sharing and growing and enjoying everything that has for ourselves and other people, talking about the story of resenting other people. So the first point on why have an abundance mindset then, Tanner, this morning. So let's have a positive outlook. That's a good reason why I think, and I would argue, is when we have this abundance mindset, we see there is plenty of houses to go around, that there's plenty of coaching clients to go around, that there's plenty of whatever business that you're doing, whether you're teaching students or you're just helping people or you're selling a particular type of product, say insurance or financial products, there's plenty to go around. If we can start to see this, I think it makes it a lot less stressful to go through the day-to-day work that we want to get done. So viewing it, the opportunities and possibilities. I mean, if anyone in here is doing a service-based business, which this is primarily who I work with, is service-based businesses, there's 300 million people in this country. And you only need a couple thousand usually lifetime to make a ton of money in pretty much any industry. If you sold a couple thousand houses, dude, you would be loaded and you will be totally fine. If I get a couple thousand clients with my program and how it's set up, I'm going to be doing just fine. And I'm sure how many people we really need to achieve our goals is always funny. When you break down the real numbers and then you see your lifestyle and how much money you want, it's usually like, oh, wow, yeah, there's plenty of people to go around in this. And you start to see the opportunities and possibilities instead of that story I was telling about when I was early on as a real estate agent. Everything was like limited and scarcity. There's only so much. And when they take something, they take it away from me, which is just total horse crap and not true. So that leads into our next one of why having an abundance mindset is just reduce stress. This is going to come up on the show all the time, and I think it needs to be talked about a lot. I need to remind myself of this all the time because I tend to get stressed out, but just reducing my stress. And I think this abundance mindset gives my problems a new definition because it's like growth oriented. Like, do you want to be better? Do I want to grow? Do I want to improve? Do I want to be a better person? Do I want to reach my full potential? When you ask me those questions, like, yeah, I do. And problems are going to be a part of that. Competition is going to be a part of that. And with abundance mindset, it just, it's not the question whether I'm going to have problems again. I understand I'm going to be stressed and I'm going to have problems. It's just how much, right? And if I'm very, very stressed and I have a lot of problems, it's going to really matter how I'm viewing them and how I'm handling them. So maybe that's our opportunity today. Maybe you can just be like, man, I don't want to be as stressed anymore, or I want to view my problems. I don't want my problems to be such a dead weight on my back. So when I have to go out there and go do things, I can view it in the right light. So problems have a new definition with this type of mindset. It's part of growing, and we wouldn't want it totally easy anyway. If you were just handed everything and just given the keys to a big business and all this money, like, it wouldn't mean shit. So screw that. Next up is third reason why having abundance mindset is don't fear the future. So I've been trying really hard to just write it out, write in my journal, think about it, take notes on it, learn as much as possible, talk with my coaching clients on it, this abundance mindset. And it's really helped me personally just not fear the future as much. It's like I'm putting in the hard work. I'm showing up every day. I'm doing the small things. I have good relationships. We're continuing to invest. I'm a healthy person. Like, I have what I really want. And it's really just this abundance mindset that there's plenty to go around. I can help people and still feel good about myself. It's just maybe not fear the future as much. So maybe this can be helpful to you as well. Next up is to give ourselves permission to give. Give ourselves permission to give. So an example of this was I was talking to another coach in my industry, and in the past, before I had an abundance mindset, I didn't want to like give him a bunch of stuff that I was working on because I thought, oh, if I give him that, then he's going to be stealing my competition and he's going to be stealing this, versus like there's plenty of them to go around, and you're going to put your own personality and spin on pretty much any business that you get into, and your real competitive advantage is ourselves. So there's nothing he could do to ever be perfectly like me anyway, and vice versa. I can't perfectly be like him anyway. So I think having this abundance mindset has really helped give me permission to just give to people and be more supportive, whether they're in the same industry, they're in a different one, or they're just, I'm giving some money to like a local food bank or something. When I give to other people, like, it's because it's not only benefiting them, it's benefiting me as well. And it's not this zero sum game where if I give them something and it's something's being taken away. So if anything, this abundance mindset can hopefully help us give ourselves permission to give more, because giving is living. Additionally, giving ourselves permission to be happy for others. This one's tough. And a lot of people will probably lie about this and say that, oh, when other people are winning, I'm happy, happy, happy. For a long time, that was not me. And I don't feel bad about it because I'm addressing it now and I'm improving on it. But I used to be very jealous. I used to be a jealous person, like people specifically like with money, businesses, and resources, and jealousy in that department. And it's like, it's such a negative, like icky, like gross, heavy thing to carry, or having a bad juju energy to have inside of us, wouldn't you say? Is when other people are doing well, we're like all resentful and riled up and be like, oh, they don't deserve that. They get handed everything. That's bull crap. That's where's my ride? Where's my free rides, man? Where's my free lunch? Why don't I get this? Me, all this type of stuff. And now just gaining some more awareness on it and seeing the possibilities of feeling better about life in general with this abundance mindset, just giving myself permission to just be happy for others. Like, geez, like they're doing good things, and other people can be role models, and we don't have to get jealous about every little victory that somebody else has. Just because they have something probably means that their situation created that result. Whether it's their actions, the actions of their old family members. Say if someone's been given money from their family and they're rich that way or whatever, you don't even want that, because if you don't earn it, it doesn't even feel good. So being jealous of that doesn't make any sense. But just being jealous of other people, I think they're doing like, how much more joy can we spread around this world if we're just happy for each other instead of like snaky and like just being pissed off that other people are winning and doing well. It's really sad, but it is really true that this is a huge opportunity for me, and applying it has really made life a whole lot better. Next up is becoming more mindful negative language. So this is why we should have an abundance mindset. I think it just has reduced negative language for myself. So when those problems come up, when I talked about that jealousy coming up, it tends to spiral into a lot of negative self-talk. Of course, you don't have that. You just don't work hard enough. You're not good enough. You're dumb. I used to wake up and start my days with, didn't get enough sleep, still too tired, don't have this still, don't have that going on. All this negative self-talk. It's like, what? What do you have versus what do you have not, is that just the paradigm stuff that really hurts people's ability to like be happy, to be healthy. So I'm really just trying to become more mindful of this negative language. Am I still hard on myself? Yes, totally. But I've really reduced it, and it's genuinely helped my life a lot. It's a lot easier to smile now when I engage with people. And a lot of people who know me, I have a very like somber monotone like look to me. So it's kind of hard to tell if I'm happy or not or whatever. And that's too bad, right? So, but I think this abundance mindset has really even helped just bring more smiles and more emotion out of me in general. And that's something I'm continuing to work on, because usually I kind of have a resting, like, how else do I say it? Just kind of like a bitch face. So, and I usually don't pass that off, but I think this abundance mindset has really just been bringing more positive, excited, like high energy emotion out of me. And that feels good. And I'm excited about that. So. Okay, So that was the why, having an abundance mindset. So positive outlook, reducing our stress, don't fear the future, give ourselves permission to give ourselves permission to be happy for others, becoming more mindful of that negative language. Now let's get into the how. So now let's get into some steps that we can actually take. So first step recommendation would be celebrate other people's success. Celebrate other people's success. If you know someone who just graduated, got an educational degree, you know someone who just got a new job, you know someone who lost some weight, you know someone who just got out of a bad relationship, they're on their own, celebrate their success. Celebrate their success. This is the abundance mindset. This is the abundance way. So if you know somebody who's got something good going for them, let them know. Be like, you're awesome. Good for you. This is really cool. And be happy about it. The ripple effect is real. And if I can be a better person, I can help create a better world. And if you can take positive action off of, say, one of these videos, then you go and inspire somebody else. They go inspire somebody else. Well, that's how we have a better humanity. And a higher functioning, higher quality humanity benefits us as well. So if you want to be selfish about it, be unselfish. Weird little paradox there. But celebrate other people's successes today. So if you got an opportunity, you know someone who's trying to be better and they're taking some action, give them some celebration. I mean, that stuff means a lot. So cheers to that. Next would be give back. So time, energy, or skills to someone else today. So if you have an opportunity to help somebody, if you have an opportunity to do something nice, do it. This abundance mindset of like, if I reach out and I give back to the world, it's going to give back to me. Goes around, comes around. I'm a believer in it anyway. But maybe you just give 10 minutes of your time. You call somebody on the phone and you listen to what they have to say. Maybe you just use your energy to help show up somewhere to be supportive for someone, or you use your skills. Say if somebody's fixing something at their house, they don't know how to do it. You're just helpful. You're helping them move things because they're not strong enough to do that anymore, whatever it could be, right? You bring your skills to the table. You bring your time and you bring your energy to the table and you do something kind for somebody else today. This is the abundance mindset way. Next up is extreme ownership and taking responsibility. If we want an abundance mindset, we understand that what we do, how we feel, what we think is vital to other people's success as well. So in the world of abundance, we can take extreme ownership and not be too hard on ourselves. So we really want to be careful of doing this, becoming more mindful of this negative language when we're pairing it with this. So taking extreme ownership, wherever we're at in our life, whatever we're trying to do, let's take some responsibility for it. Let's take extreme ownership for it. So say if where we're at with our health, with our wealth, with our relationships, be excited, be prideful of taking the awareness and the time to understand where we're at and taking ownership, because when you take ownership and you take responsibility, when I do this, when I take ownership and responsibility, other people see this. Like, wow, they're owning up to what they're doing. Oh, wow, they're taking responsibility for their life. That's awesome. That's something we can look up to. And we need leaders, not managers. We need leaders, not managers. I don't need somebody telling me, do this, do that. And that's something I'm trying to change with my language. I've watched some old morning show episodes and I say you too much. And it's like, man, I'm applying this stuff too, man. I am far from perfect. So trying to take more ownership, more responsibility so I can be a leader and not a manager. All righty, awesome. Next up is challenge our perspective. When I get upset, pause. So whatever's going on today, I'm sure it's Monday and we're trying to get back in the swing of things. We got some things going on. When we get upset, we get frustrated, just pause and challenge our perspective. Challenge why this is bad. If you have a problem, challenge why that problem's a bad thing. Would you not want any problems at all ever? And just bring that to the front. Bring it to the front of the awareness level of just, okay, I'm challenging this. I'm challenging my perspective, and hopefully it can help make us happier and healthy people. Okay, challenge our perspectives. Next recommendation would be to stop comparing ourselves. So when I'm trying to connect more on social media, I'm trying to make more connections in business in general, and I fall prey to comparing myself to other people quite often. So I'm trying to reduce this and not compare myself to them, but just model them, be like, oh, that's a cool post. I like that. That's a celebration. That's one other person I know, they just hit another milestone for the business. And I'm like, oh, that's great. That's awesome. You're doing this. And I can learn from them and model it and then apply it to my own situation. But just comparing myself to other people, I fall short every time. I'm not good enough. All of this negative self-talk will come rolling in and it'll make it a lot harder to take action. Okay. Next, and the last part that we wanted to come on here is making growth the number one priority, like growth over everything else. If I want to get better, if I want to improve my situation, I acknowledge that there's going to be some problems, there's going to be some issues along the way, and that's totally okay. I have an abundance mindset. I'm going to have some problems, and it's going to shape and shift who I am, and it's going to turn me into the person I need to become in order to achieve what it is I want to achieve. My personal development is what really matters. My growth is what really matters. And when I understand that, and then a problem comes my way, it tends to not matter as much. It's just like, yeah, that's just like part of it. That's who I am, and that's what I do. I'm the person who fixes the problem. I'm not the person who complains about it. I'm the person who fixes the problem. Excuse me. I'm not the person who complains about it. So making growth my number one priority. And the way to live this is to really check yourself when you have something bad come in. So when something, you get upset, you pause, you challenge it, and you ask yourself, is growth the real priority? What is it, all sunshine and rainbows all the time anyway? So what is the opportunity here? So what is your opportunity today? How can you grow and become a better person today? These are the questions that we want to ask and answer. And along the way, we're going to take extreme ownership and take responsibility. So these are the hows. These are how steps that we're going to apply real quick. Let's run through them. So when someone else succeeds or you see someone else succeeding and doing well, let's have genuine celebration for them, genuine success, and not this sly crap of like, oh, because they're doing good means I'm doing bad. Next up, give back your time, energy, your skills today. Do something kind for somebody else. Let's take extreme ownership, take responsibility of our situation, challenge that perspective when it comes in, challenge those limiting beliefs, challenge those limiting thoughts. Chances are they're not true. Stop comparing ourselves to others. We can model other people, but only compare to ourselves. And let's get better today. And let's make growth the number one priority. By making growth the number one priority, I think it's so much easier to craft this abundance mindset. So this episode was all about crafting an abundance mindset, episode 392 of the Talk Chair Morning Show. Let me know in the comments below if you got how you're doing with an abundance mindset. What does it mean to you? And share this video if you think you got some benefit out of it and you think someone else could get some relief from crafting an abundance mindset. So cheers to that. It's Monday morning, so I'm sipping on some coffee this morning. We're going to get rocking and rolling with a few other things, but it's going to be a great day. It's going to be an awesome day. And in case you needed to hear it, I love you. You're a badass. You got this. Let's have an incredible, incredible day today. And I'll catch you on the next one, episode 393 of the Talk Terror Morning Show. Bright and early tomorrow morning, episode, oh my gosh, Monday, November 7th. Monday, November 7th tomorrow. So cheers to that. Make sure your clocks are turned back. It's going to get a little dark, so I might have to get up a little earlier. Cheers to that, friends. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.